Lazy losers. You want me to come and grab you and rock you to sleep? Oh, hush, little baby, don't say a word. You want me to come and baby you and rock you in my arms and feed you and give you the pacifier, let you regurgitate up on yourself, and then I clean you up. That's not how this shit works. God hates sloth and laziness. There's nothing worse than a lazy, slothful man. And in fact, I see it often. I see men, grown men, scrolling TikTok looking at lava cakes. They're watching a fucking cake being sliced. Like, what is this? Everything's cake now. Everything is cake. You can't even tell the difference anymore. This cup right here might even be a cake. So it's like everybody is so blind and everybody is so distracted. It's like, what in the fuck is going on? You have grown men watching cake being sliced on TikTok. If you were to tell our ancestors this back in the 1900s, 1800s, dude, what the fuck is going on? Grown men fuddling around, kerfuffled, stuck to an algorithm watching other people slice cake. Like, what? What is going on? God hates sloth and laziness. It is the worst thing ever. We talk about depression, we talk about anxiety, we talk about all these things, but all of these things come from weakness and self-loathing and laziness. If you weren't so lazy, you wouldn't be those things. If you weren't so lazy, you wouldn't even hate your own selves. It seems like most of you hate your own selves. All of these things stem from that. All of these things come from loathing your own weakness, loathing your own self, hating the fact that you're lazy. That is your fault. You did that. You did that to yourself. God hates sloth and laziness. I can tell you why. Even the laws of universe, we can call it the universe. The universe cannot reward someone who does not put in the action. You can sit there, you can think and imagine all inside of your mind all day. Understand, I'm an advocate for meditating, but I'm an advocate for meditating for self-control. Self-control will bring about the results, not meditating and hoping that it just falls out the sky. Like, some people really just hope that they can just sit there and meditate all day and take no action. Like, no, that's not how it works. The law of the universe even hates sloth and laziness. So we talk about universe, we talk about the universe, and we talk about God. People try to separate like they're two separate different things. If the universe exists, then God created the universe. So you need to get these things out of your mind. Your whole program of the mind is fundamentally broken. You need to rewire your mind. That's what all of these things is. You need to rewire your mind. And you need to think about the fact that God hates sloth and laziness. The universe does not reward laziness or quitters. Because how can you get anything? How can you get anywhere? If I gave you a roadmap and I gave you a car, a Lamborghini, and I set you in a Lamborghini, I let you use my Lamborghini and drive it, and I say, just drive here. There's a treasure chest waiting for you at the end of the road. And if you are too lazy to even drive, you won't even get the treasure chest. You can't help a loser. You can't help a quitter. You can't help a lazy loser. And we talk about being unlucky. Most of you are not unlucky. You're just a lazy fucking loser. You're just a lazy loser. I want to give you something. Once you understand how life works, how the world works, how the laws of the universe works, you start to move in a mode of understanding. It's like a building your house on rock. Nothing can phase you anymore. You now understand how life works. I understood when I didn't understand these things. You go through a process of thinking everything just happened by chance. Oh, this is just luck, or this video blew by luck, or that blew by luck, or I made this money by luck. No, luck is a mathematical equation. Success is a mathematical equation, and laziness is not a part of the equation. Where does it, if we were to make a mathematical equation, where would laziness fall into it? Nowhere. It wouldn't fall nowhere. So instead of these people getting up and doing something about their life and dedicating their lives, they're sitting up watching kittens go to sleep on TikTok. Kittens and babies and watching kittens take a nap on TikTok and watching lava cake and watching cakes get sliced. Like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, this is it's funny. So when I look at these people, I'm like, no, you're just distracted. That's why nothing's working out. Nothing is working out is because you're distracted and you haven't dedicated yourself to something. If you find one thing and you just dedicate your entire life to it, you will come out successful regardless. There's no way you can lose if you just dedicate yourself to something and stick to said thing. I remember before, I always knew I was going to get rich. That's just me. I always knew. But I sat down one day when I was broke. I was like, man, I have everything. Everything I have. I'm funny. I'm strong. I sat my own self down and I said, Preem, you know what? You have everything. You're funny. You're charismatic. You're strong. Women love you. Everybody around you love you. You could do anything. You're smart. You're intelligent. All of these things. But where's the money? I sat down. I was like, man, I'm dedicating my life to orchestra, to football, to boxing, to all of these things. And I started to think, where's the money? That's why I sat down and I said, you know what? I'm going to work harder than ever before. If I can do these things and I can learn how to do these things, let me apply myself to making money. And then all of a sudden, money start. In my first month, I made more than in my entire life because I never tried to actually make money until I sat down and said, you know what? I want to dedicate myself to this one thing and this said task, and I'm going to force it to work. And I made money. So laziness is not rewarded. Raw action is rewarded. Massive amounts of action is rewarded. Brute force, persistence, sheer vigilance will get you to the destination required. You need a certain amount of gallantry. You need a certain amount of sheer impetus. Impetus is actually a breeding ground for action. It's the sphere of action. Along comes action is raw action. Action itself contains spheres. And you need to understand there's different spheres of action. You have lazy losers who take inaction and action, and inaction in it of itself is action. You need to figure out which sphere of action do you want to be in. There's a puddle of power waiting for you. All you have to do is step in it and dazzle yourself with it. It's simple. All you have to do is get up, dedicate yourself to one thing, do not quit, go harder than ever before. All it takes is really a short few months. That's all it really takes. You can make more money than ever before. You can start to get stronger, bigger, more muscles, more money, train your mind, get self-control. Then all of a sudden, women start coming to you. Women start coming to you. Money start coming to you. Life starts to look fantastic. You can travel around the world, do anything you want. Everything is so easy. You could get the respect and all of the status if you just work hard and dedicate yourself. Why haven't you? Why do you want to be a lazy loser, quitter? God can't reward that. You have to think, how can God reward that? How can God reward a quitter? How can God reward someone who won't even take the first step? God can tell you and lay you out a roadmap and say, here. Even in the parable Jesus spoke of, he said, you wicked, slothful, lazy servant. You knew I was a hard man, reaping where I have not sown, gathering where I have not scattered seed. You knew. You should have took my money to the bank and got it with usury. You knew it. You lazy, wicked, slothful servant. And that's what he said. That's what God said. You are a lazy, wicked, slothful servant. You need to do something. You need to dedicate your life to something and wake up and drive your action towards it every single day and propel yourself through the atmosphere of mediocrity. You need the terminal velocity required to break yourself through the atmosphere of mediocrity. But it seems like some of you don't even want to fly. Some of you, I can give you wings and I can attach the wings to you and you still wouldn't flap the wings. I say all you have to do is flap the wings and you can fly above all of it. Start to be like Preem and look down like a king on top of the mountain. Look at all the peasants. Mastering the six paths. Like, come on. I'm sitting up here telling you, if you dedicate yourself, if you quit being lazy, you can win. Most of you still will go back to the TV. Lazy losers. They'll go back to the TV. They'll go back to the distractions. They'll go back to the TikTok after I just said, if you just work hard. You don't have to be afraid of hard work. There's nothing to be afraid of. But it seems like the lazy losers are afraid of it. You are afraid of bettering your life. Why does that make sense? Some of your thinking is absolutely screwed. You need to rewire your whole brain. Some of your brains are rewired for short-term fun. Go out to the club, party, watch Pornhub, comment in the comments on Pornhub. Like, some of your minds is broken. Some of your minds are fundamentally fucked and you're chaining yourself in. You know what to do, but everybody don't want to do it. Why? Everybody knows what to do. But it seems like everybody want to fuck about and waste their time. You know how to upgrade your character. You know what to do. You know to log in and actually dedicate yourself. You know to join the free Telegram, t.me/preemoperations, or the link in the description. Wake up, read the Telegram messages and better your life and use the information. If you dedicate yourself for a few solid months, you can win. But everybody knows what to do, but they want to fuck about and waste their time and try to upgrade the character on the video game rather than trying to better themselves. What are you doing? Texting all these women, chasing these women don't want you. It's clear. So what you should do, you should use all that energy back into yourself. You should train more. You should train every single day. This is how you get ahead. Train every single day. Train your mind for self-control, not so you can manifest your dream life. Ooh. No, you need to train your mind for self-control. Train your body so you can have a strong body. Train your mind for self-control. Learn how to sit completely still. Most of you fuckers can't even sit still. You can't even sit still, have self-control. You can't even stop yourself from doing certain things. So you need to train these things. You start reading, get more information. Watch people like me. Watch all of my podcasts. Watch everything. Try and make more money. Learn about women. I get on here, I teach you about all of it. Join the free Telegram. I teach you about women. I teach you how to navigate through women. I teach you about the world, how to navigate through Earth. I teach you how to gain more respect, how to start to control your mind. If you control your mind, everything else in life come. The money come, the women come, the finances, the respect, everything. You start to love yourself, happiness, peace, joy. All of it comes from your mind. You need to enter the kingdom now. You don't have time to waste or wait. What are you laying around in self-pity and loathing around for? You know what to do. Why are you fucking about instead of upgrading your character? You know what to do. But you rather sit around and play GTA and play 2K. Smoke weed all day. You're a jackass. What are you doing? Join the free Telegram. Link is in the description. I can guarantee your life will propel. I will propel you. I will give you literally fuel every day for you to fly through the atmosphere of mediocrity. That's what the Telegram is for. You wake up, you read the Telegram messages, you apply what I say. If you dedicate yourself, I guarantee you, you will win. This is a movement of Preem. It's the Preem movement. You need to join in on this movement and tell everybody about this movement. Tell everybody, your friends, your family, everybody. Share the channel, whatever it is. Share the channel, share the Telegram channel, all of it. This is a movement. We're going to break people out of mediocrity. Making men strong again, giving them strong mind. Because I grew up in a household, when I was young, I grew up around strong men. I grew up around killers. Everybody around me was killers, monsters, 6'5", built like a tank. He was a hitman, professional hitman. My granddaddy, my grandfather was Clutch Nolly was a hitman. My father was a G, Craig G. I grew up around gangsters. I grew up around pimps. My great uncle was a pimp. I know these things, and these things are molded into me, creating me into a strong man. And every man needs this mindset. This mindset would allow you to be competitive in this world. Because if you do not understand how the world works, you will get stumped on. Laziness and all of these things is just an excuse for you to fail. That's all it is. You know what to do. Why aren't you doing it? I don't want to hear, oh, lazy. Oh, I'm lazy. What are you, a little baby? Oh, let me get your bib and your little blanket. Come on. Get your bib and blanket here. Oh, little baby. Oh, little baby. It's okay that you're lazy. Oh, baby, it's okay. Oh, did you regurgitate yourself? Did you regurgitate laziness out of your mouth? Oh, let me get the napkin and clean you up. Lazy baby fucking loser. That's what these men are. They want someone to come and baby them. You want me to come and grab you and rock you to sleep. Oh, hush, little baby, don't say a word. You want me to come and baby you and rock you in my arms and feed you and give you the pacifier, let you regurgitate up on yourself, and then I clean you up. That's not how this shit works. You're going to have to be the one to clean yourself up, clean your own regurgitation up, clean all of it up. All the excuses, all of the nonsense, all of the distractions, get rid of it now. You need to develop your mind. You need to rewire your mind. Your entire thinking is fundamentally fucked. You need to start to think about the long term. You need to start to think about these things. If you think about the long term, you can actually win. If you think about the long term, you can finally win. You can put away all of the short-term gratification, all of the Pornhub, all of the TikTok, all of it. All of the jacking off, forget all of it. Propel yourself towards the future. Quit playing video games, wasting time, quit smoking weed, quit drinking alcohol, quit doing all of the garbage that's keeping you locked in. Start to free yourself. Quit going up on yourselves. What are you doing? So, you know what to do. You know to join the free Telegram. I meet you there.